Hello everyone. Welcome back to Dev Sir's Mathemagic. आज क्या देखने वाले हो? Well, today I am going to take one or more sums from vectors, Maths 1. Okay? So Maths 1, the first problem is from 2019 vector problem based on centroid formula. Okay, centroid formula. Now, the formula that we have used in the 12th standard board was with respect to vectors. Okay, I'll just explain. But here I am going to use the 10th standard formula, 10th or 11th standard. I think it was there in the 10th. Okay. So that will make the problem simpler and much more faster to solve. Let us see how. G3 minus 5R is the centroid of triangle ABC, okay, where the vertices ABC are given. Find the values of PQR. So let us just see the meaning. Centroid is present somewhere over there. It is the point of intersection of three medians. Okay? Right. Now, in terms of vectors, इसको हम G बार बोलाते हैं, पोजिशन वेक्टर ऑफ पॉइंट G. इसको हम A बार बुलाते हैं, B बार बुलाते हैं, C बार बुलाते हैं. In terms of vectors, the formula was G bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar upon 3, and we used to write the answer in vector form. But now we will be using a much more faster, simpler method because of which we can get the answer. Now let us recall the 10th standard method. If this centroid is XYZ, suppose, coordinates, okay? In 10th standard, you didn't have Z coordinate, only X and Y. So if you remember, X is equal to X1 plus X2 plus X3 upon 3. याद आया? Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3 upon 3. Now, I will just be calling, I won't call this as vectors now. I am going to use the basic coordinate formula method. A is X1, Y1, Z1. B is X2, Y2, Z2. C is X3, Y3, Z3. G is XYZ. Hope you can see. Okay. Coordinates of C. Okay, just make it shorter. Coordinates of B, X2, Y2, Z2. Coordinates of C, X3, Y3, Z3. Now the formula that I am going to use is X is equal to X1 plus X2 plus X3 upon 3, 10th standard. Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3 upon 3. Z is equal to Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 upon 3. 10th standard mein Z was not there, but now it is there because you are dealing with three-dimensional geometry. Because of this, now see how fast we go. Okay? Clear? So, now, no need to draw the diagram and all that. G is XYZ. Point A is X1, Y1, Z1. X2, Y2, Z2. Writing this is also not compulsory. X3, Y3, Z3. Now just look at the formula and directly likhna. X is equal to, ये X है. X is equal to X1 plus X2 plus X3 upon 3. So X means 3. 3 is equal to X1, that is 7. plus x2 is p plus x3 is q plus 1 upon 3, right? Y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. ये y, this y. Minus 5 is equal to, this is y1, huh? So y1 we have taken as this, minus 8 plus q plus 5p upon 3. देखो वापस, minus 5 is equal to minus 8 plus q plus 5p upon 3. Okay? And finally, z, third coordinate, z is r. z1 plus z2 plus z3 upon 3. Z is r, z1 is 1, z2 is 5, z3 is 0. So in the exam, just take the, अभी क्या कर रहे हैं, z यानी लास्ट कोऑर्डिनेट लिया है यहाँ पे, तो सबका लास्ट कोऑर्डिनेट ले लो. z is equal to z1 plus z2 plus z3 upon 3. Okay? Don't convert into vectors. Right. Now let us solve these three equations. 3 into 3 gives you 9. P plus Q. 7 plus 1 gives you 8. Cross multiply किया. 3 into 3 gives you 9. P plus Q plus 8. Take 8 on the other side. नाइन माइनस 8 बराबर 8 उधर गया. So 9 minus 8 gives you 1. That is your equation 1. Second, go to the second equation. Minus 5 into 3 minus 15. Cross multiply किया. Minus 5 into 3 minus 15. 5p plus q minus 8 ऐसा लिखता हूं मैं. माइनस 8 लेफ्ट हैंड साइड को ले लो. minus 15 plus 8. So 5p plus q gives you minus 7. Simple. Third, directly we are getting the value of r. Z यहाँ पे z is equal to z1 plus z2 plus z3 upon 3. So r is equal to, last coordinates ले लो, 1 plus 5 plus 0 upon 3. 5 plus 1 is 6 upon 3. So we got one answer, r equal to 2 directly. What is the question asked? Find the values of p, q, r. R मिल गए. How to find p and q? Just solve these equations simultaneously. Okay, अभी simultaneously CET method है, no description. Write this equation first. यहाँ पे q है, यहाँ पे भी q है. So I will subtract this equation from this. Subtract and change the signs. So minus p minus q equal to minus 1. Signs q change करना है because plus q minus q cancel होना चाहिए. So subtract 1 from 2. So इसके सब sign change कर दिए. Plus q minus q गया. 5p minus p is 4p. Minus 7 minus 1 is minus 8. p equal to minus 8 upon 4, that is minus 2. So p equal to minus 2. Find q now. Okay. So I will substitute the value of p here now. 5 into minus 2. Plus q. p की वैल्यू मिल गई है. इधर यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट करो, यहाँ पे करो. इट्स योर चॉइस. 5 into minus 2 plus q equal to minus 7. So this gives you minus 10 plus q equal to minus 7. So q is equal to minus 7 plus 10, q equal to 3. So while writing the final answer, you can write it as this answer is given. P equal to minus 2, Q equal to 3, R equal to 2. That is the option given. You can also find the value of Q by substituting in this equation. यहाँ पे minus 2 की वैल्यू डाली तो Q डायरेक्ट मिल सकता है, right? So sometimes even 10th standard formulae can be useful in 12th, especially in CET, Centroid formula. I hope you remembered the formula, but here Z का additional extra formula है. 10th में Z coordinate नहीं था इसलिए, right? Let's go to the next one. लिख के लो problem. Okay, let us go to the second sum. This is more important. This is based on scalar triple product और box product जिसको हम बोलते हैं, क्यों बोलते हैं देखेंगे. If P bar, Q bar and R bar are three non-zero non-coplanar vectors, अलग अलग vectors है non-coplanar, then find this value. When this value is written in a box, it is called as box product. उसका definition ऐसा है, एक simple box में अगर A bar, B bar, C bar लिखा तो उसका main formula है A dot B cross C. Okay? If you get P bar, Q bar, R bar, you get P dot Q cross R. It is called as scalar triple product. Final answer is a scalar. Okay? That is the basic definition. Now inside this box we have three vectors. ये एक वेक्टर है, ये सेकंड वेक्टर है. उन लोग ब्रैकेट्स नहीं देते, unnecessarily confusion problem looks complicated. But if we simplify, these are the three vectors: A bar, B bar, C bar. So the box product rule says A dot B cross C. Therefore we get A means P plus Q minus R dot B cross C. P minus Q cross Q minus R. अभी ये सिर्फ स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट है, मैथमेटिकल है. दिस डजंट रिप्रेजेंट द बॉक्स प्रोडक्ट. सिर्फ सिंप्लीफिकेशन, यहाँ पे राउंड लिया है इसलिए यहाँ पे स्क्वायर दिया है बिकॉज बाहर डॉट है. सो वी हैव टू सिंप्लीफाई दिस. दिस रिप्रेजेंट्स द बॉक्स प्रोडक्ट. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द वैल्यू? लेट अस सी हाउ डू वी सॉल्व दिस. सो ऑलवेज ओपन अप द ब्रैकेट्स. जहाँ पे क्रॉस है ना, विद द हेल्प ऑफ क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट ब्रैकेट्स ओपन अप करो. करेंगे, चलो. Keeping it as it is, dot क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट से ब्रैकेट ओपन अप कर रहा हूं. P क्रॉस Q. अगेन गो टू P. P का काम खत्म नहीं हो गया. P क्रॉस Q प्लस इंटू माइनस. R के सामने माइनस है. So plus into minus is minus, which I will write here. P cross R. P का काम खत्म हो गया. Minus Q cross Q. Cross product, I won't say into. Minus Q cross Q. Minus into minus is plus Q cross R. Now there is one more rule that you should remember. This is called as self cross product. Self यानी A cross A, B cross B. Self खुद को cross product लेते हैं. Q cross Q. So self cross product is always 0. If you get P cross P, it is always 0. So Q cross Q becomes 0. this becomes 0. So in the next step, I won't write that. Okay. So I will write here itself q cross q to gaya. So in order to save some space, I will just write here q cross q gaya. What remains is plus q cross r. Okay. Right. So be minus into minus plus q cross r remains. Now cross product work is over. That is over. Now go to dot product. Now open up the brackets using dot product. अभी कैसे करते हैं देखो, सिंपल है, P dot P cross Q. Simple and interesting. P dot P cross Q. Right? Keep P constant. P का काम पूरा खत्म करो. आगे जाओ. Minus P dot P cross R. P dot Q cross R. P का काम खत्म हो गया. आगे जाओ. Open up the brackets by using dot product by using vector q bar now. Q dot plus है q dot p cross q. Plus into minus is minus. Q dot p cross r. Don't change the order right now. जैसा है वैसा लिखो. Plus into plus is plus. Concentrate on q. ये हो गया. Q dot q cross r. Q is over. Minus R dot. Minus R dot into minus. Minus into minus is plus. Minus into plus is minus. यहाँ पे R dot last bracket. R dot minus into plus is minus. Major work खत्म हो गया. Now comes the simpler part. Now what we are going to do is, देखो क्या करने वाले हम लोग, बेसिक डेफिनेशन यूज करने वाले. We have seen here A dot B cross C ब्रैकेट में A बार B बार C बार इन बॉक्स. सो बॉक्स में लिख लेंगे अभी. तो मैं आसान कर रहा हूं, यहां पे बॉक्सेस बना रहा हूं. P dot P cross Q सिर्फ बॉक्स में लिखो. So you don't have to write dot and cross. If you want I can write in the next step. देखो, just take a box, P bar, Q bar. P bar, R bar. I'll also tell you the shortcut which step is to be avoided. Forget about dot and cross. Direct box product लिख लो. but be careful of the signs. ये जरा गलती हो गया, बॉक्स में लिखना है ना. Everything in boxes. Okay, box में क्यों लिखा? Because there is a particular property that inside the box, when any vector is repeated 2 times, the value of the box product becomes 0. Okay, so we can see here P is repeated 2 times. एक box के अंदर if vector is repeated, then the value of the box product becomes 0. So this is 0. I'll cancel this. This is 0. इसमें there is no vector being repeated. क्यों repeat हो गया है? इसमें कुछ repeat नहीं हो गया. Vector gets repeated. Vector gets repeated. Now this step can be avoided. Why did I write this step? So that I wanted to explain one property of the box product. लेकिन CET में ये important है. ये लिखने के बाद directly P 2 बार आ गया ना, direct neglect it. P bar repeated, neglect it. Don't neglect this. Q bar repeated, neglect it. Don't neglect this. Okay? So the only thing is that I have written in terms of boxes and then neglected it. Direct भी कर सकते हो. तो अभी यहां से क्या बचा है देखो. ये neglect हो गया. P dot Q cross R remains. That is, this remains. So that remains means I will write it here now. This remains and this remains. That's all. Now the only thing that you have to do is remember one more property, that inside the box, if any 2 vectors are interchanged, any 2, then sign in front will change. For example, अभी PQR को मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूं. I am interchanging these 2 vectors. P यहाँ पे ला रहा हूं, Q वहां पे जा रहा है. So when I interchange any 2 vectors, minus becomes plus. क्यों भैया क्यों interchange कर रहा हूं? Because this is PQR. I want to get PQR in second bracket also, and in third box also I want to get PQR. तो पहले यहाँ पे P लाना पड़ेगा, बराबर है ना? First thing is to get P here, but you are allowed to interchange any 2 vectors. So if I get P here, sign changes, R goes over here and Q goes over here. P and R interchange हो गया. Last step, quite interesting. It's like a game. I got PQR here, PQR here. Try to get PQR here also, so that you can add and subtract. So how do you get PQR here? Just interchange these 2. Get Q here, R को third place पे डालो. When you interchange any 2 vectors, sign in front will change. plus becomes minus. Abhi I'm getting Q here and R last position. So when I interchange R and Q, सिर्फ R and Q बदला है, plus becomes minus. तो अभी तीनों बॉक्सेस में PQR ऑर्डर आ गया तो आसान हो जाएगा काम. See, if you add these two, PQR plus PQR, सिंपल है. X plus X is 2X. PQR plus PQR is twice PQR. Okay? Minus PQR. So 2 PQR minus 1 PQR is how much? 2X minus X is how much? 1X. So final answer is 1 PQR, that is that was the option given. सिर्फ एक, it is like this. 2X minus X is 1X. So 2 PQR minus PQR is 1 PQR. Options में दो तीन और दिए थे, 3 PQR, 2 PQR and so on. But this is the correct answer. So this is like an interesting game. You can avoid this step. Be careful of this step. Okay? Start opening up with the cross product, then open with the dot product. पहले cross फिर dot. Try करो without seeing. Again repeat this video. वापस देखो. Try करो. Okay? So that will be all for today. 2 sums. Let us go ahead tomorrow. Bye and all the best for your exams. We'll continue our lectures now. Okay.